Sanu, no, welcome to See the World with Ajala Nene. And today I have a very beautiful lady. She's always making me want to travel around the world. All right. And what I love about her is that she's a corporate person. She's a lawyer.
Yeah.
And then she's also traveling around the world. Like if you go to her Instagram page, you'll be jealous. Otto, hi.
Hi. You will be inspired, not jealous.
Okay, sorry. I'm not telling you the truth. Okay, so yes, I'm inspired. If I wasn't inspired, do you think I'd bring you here?
I know.
I'll not be thinking about that woman that's always traveling. I'll be jealous. No, now. All right, guys. And she loves pink, so that's why those of you watching YouTube, I put this thing here to brighten up. See how pink she's looking? It's bright like a flower.
And yellow, not pink.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why it looks like I like pink.
Because most times I'm always seeing pink everywhere.
Yeah, it's not like I like
I've known you for like 4 years, and it's always pink I always see.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah.
So don't blame us when we
But I prefer yellow. I think I'm more of a blue and yellow person.
blue and yellow, and they're still bright now. So they go with the pink. Okay, before we continue talking about pink, let me read your bio.
Hey.
All right, so Otobong Tom is a distinguished corporate compliance attorney with a proven track record of delivering strategic legal counsel to top-tier corporate. You see what I'm reading? Top-tier corporations across diverse industries. Outside legal realm, she's an avid traveler who views exploration as the powerful vehicle for growth and learning. And she actually, through her platform, that's the Wakaholic, Wakaholic, also empowers others to embrace adventure, expand their worldview, and find meaning beyond borders. She's also the author of Girls Don't Travel Just for Flowers. I love that book. It's a novel inspired by true events, and it blends fiction with raw, real-life emotions. Otto.
Hi.
Hi, girl.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
So the question I always ask people, why travel? I know you're a legal person, but what inspired you to start the Wakaholic and also to write this book? But let's start with the Wakaholic first. What's got you there?
Now, for me, travel is that thing that gives me joy. And when you say why travel, I think it's one of the most intense form of learning and freedom.
Okay.
And it's a gift that you can give to yourself. So I love traveling, and for me it's about connecting with other people, because if you grow up in a small town, and then you know a certain way of doing things, if you're not expanding, you would think that you're
You know it all.
You know it all. But when you travel, you just realize how the more you learn, you realize that, the more you don't know. So you just keep learning. And I think it's actually liberating. So travel for me, it's, it gives me freedom. It's something I love to do. I love the aspect of, going, not just seeing places, connecting with other people, seeing how things are done, and then coming back home and,
Share the
kind of,
story.
yes, minus even sharing it. It affects my lifestyle every day. Let's talk about, let's say, like recipes. You go somewhere in Brazil and then you find out how common, we share in terms of, the cuisines. And then you come back home, and then if you're making something, you try and adapt, you put a little bit of what you learned, and then you improve on what you have. So I love the freedom that comes, with seeing the world, connecting with other people, learning.
That's important.
And expanding my network, because I will tell you the number of acquaintances that have become friends and also clients, because somebody wants to do business in Nigeria and they're like, okay, I know a lawyer somewhere in Nigeria,
one time like
so
that.
let me have this conversation with her. So I think, like they say, the world is a book, and people who travel read numerous pages. So I love the opportunity to be able to do that.
And it also makes you open-minded.
Yes, it does. Because
If you're close-minded, you find yourself like recently I was talking to somebody who says he's an Ifa worshipper. They named that before, be like, hey, I cannot come near him. But because I have explored and I've gotten to understand that cultures are different. I'm more open. So I may not agree with your perspective.
You don't even have to, know. Like I recall I was, when I went to Bali, and then I woke up a few times and had people, making incantations outside my door. It's not evil, because according to them, they were doing like a cleansing ritual. And then they have this they just have this little places where they put like sacrifices, like they call it gifts, but it was strange to me. And then waking up and having people like making incantations outside.
Nigeria say, God forbid.
And I just looked at it. I'm like, most of them are Hindus, but then I don't have to agree with whatever they do. It's their lifestyle. It's their religion. They are not necessarily bad people. I don't need to agree. I just need to go home.
Just respect them. You came to my country. Respect that, and
then go home. So you're correct. It actually makes you open-minded.
So what inspired you to start traveling? Where did this love for travel come from?
For me, it was maybe my network of friends. It was me just viewing pictures when I watch movies, and then, you watch the news, where they advertise pictures of, really nice destinations, and then just dreaming of wanting to go to those places. So for me, it started like a dream, like, oh, I want to see the world. I want to, initially it was just about, okay, I want to travel. But by the time I traveled, and then I wasn't traveling to go, be in all those luxury places.
Yes,
I was traveling to meet other people who, some of them were students, because I was a lot younger then. Some of them were students, some of them were, young people, basically. And then I saw how they were traveling. It was different from how I knew it. It wasn't just about me, seeing a place. I'm like, I want to go there. I realized that when I started traveling, those places were expensive. I couldn't afford to, all the luxury places they show you on TV. I couldn't afford it. But then I found people that were even traveling. They were not staying in those places, but they were getting, the experience was deeper.
Yes.
And then
immersive travel.
Yes, immersive travel. So that's what changed it for me. It was like, look, these people don't have a lot and they're still able to travel. How can I make that happen for myself? And then the more trips I took, I realized that, look, this is not just a hobby. This is bigger than what it is, and it has made my life a lot better. I don't know that I can scream that out loud.
Yeah.
It has made my life, better in terms of the exposure, even when it comes to work. I think it is a gift, the best gift I have given myself.
So why did you start the Wakaholic? What inspired you to start it?
Now, when I started traveling, it was just a hobby. But when it became more, I decided to create a platform where I could express myself and also.
So was it more like a travel blog, or?
Yeah, it started as a travel blog where I could express myself and then ultimately make money from it, because I knew that my salary, alone could not fund my travel lifestyle. So I had to think of other ways where I could turn all that passion into,
So
money.
you're saying it's the fact that you could not really sponsor the way you wanted to travel. That's why you decided to create a tour company?
I wanted it to be more. For me, I wanted it to be more. And me starting
so not that your friend else came and say,
no,
not
at
take
all.
me. Okay.
At first, it was me trying to find a platform where I could express myself. And then I realized blogging was it. And then the moment you start doing that thing, it's like, okay, I can make money from, when you join those travel forums, they tell you can make money from this passion.
Yeah.
So for me, it was to expand the platform where I could, express myself, be heard, be seen, and then also I would derive benefits from it. So that's where, the Wakaholic came from. It was me wanting to share my story. And then, from there, I just kept adding to it, because from the blog, I went to YouTube and then I decided, okay, well, how can I help people? How can I use my story to help people? And then I started the YouTube channel where I was, telling them about my visa, information, telling them about my experiences, and then it grew bigger. People were interested because they had problems, and then I was providing value in terms of solutions. So they wanted to know how to go about it. They wanted to learn, and then I was giving that information freely, because on that platform you are able to monetize, if you're doing it right.
Yeah,
and that's
YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah, so and that's how
You started. How old is the Wakaholic right now?
2015, I believe.
That'll be 10 years.
Yeah, I think it was 2015.
10 years this year.
Funny enough, like, I remember I used to write an article every anniversary. I don't know why I stopped,
Please.
I'll continue talking about blogging, how in a lot of the misconceptions, like, anyone who blogs, most blogs don't make it through the first 5 years, and then each year I overcame that. I wrote about it. I'm still blogging, but it's gone beyond. It's gone beyond that. But I'm still writing, and then it's surprising that it's like 10 years already.
Baby girl, please go and write your article for 10 years. I'm glad that I reminded you that it's 10 years.
Yeah, and I love that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, so let's go to your book.
baby.
Guys, so I was on my own, minding my business. Then my baby girl Faith enters my DM and says, "Ma, one lady called Otto Tom." I said, "I know Otto now." She said, "Yes, she's writing a book." I said, "Really?" And I'm very skeptical about books like this. Let me be very honest with you, because I've read some of them and none of them really inspired me. So when she told me, I was like, "Okay, I know Otto. I follow her." I was like, "Okay, a travel book." And I said, "Okay, fine." She said, "Would you like to review the book?" I said, "Okay." Let her know. Then we entered my DM, sent me the book. When I first started, and this is my honest feel, I was like, "Okay, all right." Then I started entering. I started seeing things. I said, "Oh my God." And then every page I read now, I was like, "Oh my God, yes. I want to go here. Oh, she did that." And in my mind, I was reading you. I wasn't reading your character. It was you I was seeing in the book. And I was like, okay, finally a travel book by an African lady that I can relate to.
I love it.
And like I said, I give my honest feedback. Guys, this book, Girls Don't Travel Just for Flowers. Where's my poster? I told you to create poster for this now.
Do you know I have forgotten?
Okay,
but
please.
I will do it. I will.
Please, because
I
I told you I use the book on my
will do it.
table.
I will do it.
My daughter
That would
comes
be
and say,
the
"Oh, mommy,
easiest thing. I will
mommy,
do
I
it."
want to." I say, "Yeah, we'll travel. Don't worry." So please tell us more about this, your beautiful book. That is pink in color with some yellow inside.
I have spoken so much about this book that I just feel like I don't know. Now, I wanted to write. Like I said, I love writing. When
I can
started
attest to your
traveling-
writing skills.
Yeah.
With your blog.
When I started traveling, I wanted to express myself. And then, of course, I had the blog. And then I got to YouTube. I was talking. I like to talk too. So I got to YouTube and then I was talking. And then I always wanted to write a book.
Okay.
But initially, I did not know what the final product would be. But I just know I wanted to tell the story. And most of it, I am not going to deny. It is, even though it's a blend of fiction, but it's based on a true story. And some of the stories, they're personal to me. And so I wanted to tell it in a way that people would relate. Like, I love that when you said, okay, finally a book that I can actually, you can see yourself there. Yes. Then you can,
Yeah.
And so I started writing.
How long did it take you to write this book?
I think I said it during the book launch. It was, I would say...
I want them to hear it.
I would say I procrastinated for 3 years. But once I picked up, I committed to do it. It took me less than 3 months to send it to my editor. And so, Girls Don't Travel Just for Flowers. I wanted to tell my story. But I also wanted to tell it in a way that, because not every experience, I haven't experienced it all. There are certain things that are still, but because I wanted to tell it in a way that someone else would relate, that's why I brought in the fiction part of it, because there's a very little part of it that is fiction, but most of it is the real story. You wouldn't even notice. That's just to give it for the completeness of the story, of the story. And that's why I thought of writing this book, to tell my story, because when you travel
as a black woman,
it is deep.
Very deep.
And I won't just say as a black woman, because there are black women everywhere. As a Nigerian passport holder.
Ew.
I need a world, I need like what should I say? It is...
Ammo.
Yes, because if you've done it, trust me, you can do... When people say you're not the same with the average person.
No.
You have conquered a lot. You have, because there's so many things that would make it impossible for the average Nigerian traveler to travel.
Yes.
Number one, the economy. It is expensive for us. Yeah. Where others would, and you need cash to travel. There's no credit. It's cash and go.
Unlike the Western world.
Unlike the Western world, where you can put everything, on credit, and then pay, come back, walk and pay for it. This one is different. It's the other way around. You walk and then you pay for your trips. And then picking up a green passport, and already you're black, and then traveling with a green passport, we are the exception to the rules. Every time there is a rule, oh, everyone can come in, except you would find
almost,
the
we always like
Nigerian.
this.
Yes, we always make it on the exceptions. Very few countries.
Why?
would.
I know I asked this question during your book, but I want you to share here.
I think we are the problem, and I'm not going to shy away from that. We are the problem because you would find where countries open their doors, to people with genuine intentions, and then you would find the ones that would come and spoil it. So I know it's easy for us to blame the government. I'm not saying the government is perfect; they have their own, but I'm saying that we as a people, we also create those problems, and when we do it, we're selfish. We think of ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't think of the
how to
people
affect
coming,
after me.
how our our actions
That's
would
why we have
affect
the
the
problem with
people.
Dubai.
Yes, would
All these,
affect
like,
the people
seashells.
coming. So I'm saying we have to do better. I'm sure the people who do it will say, oh, whoa, I've been suffering for so long. The government is not helping me. I finally helped myself. You help yourself. But I'm saying if we keep thinking like that, we would keep destroying our country.
Yeah.
So I'm saying let's do better. You're going somewhere, you say you would come back. Come back.
Come back.
You would say, okay, there's nothing there. I don't know how to respond to that, but it's our country, and if you keep making these errors, then you're making it difficult for us. And then you're still, wherever you're going to, you're still going to be.
Yeah, and because be a second-class citizen, you're still going to have problems in those countries because you're not there legally, especially.
Yes, I know.
And even those who are there legally are not getting it easy.
And I'm saying that, I live in Nigeria. Most times when I tell people I live in Nigeria, they look at me like, they travel, they come back. I'm like, this is home for me. And there's a reason why. I'm saying the opportunities here at home. I know it is not open to, as in everyone doesn't have access to it at the same time. But I'm saying it comes around. It's like the rain. Everyone gets, gets a chance to key in,
a touch of it.
A touch of it. So if you keep at it, if you're consistent, it would come around. If you plug in and you're consistent, it will come around. I find people, very down one day, and then I see them 5 years down the line. I'm like, this is the same person. I'm telling you the opportunities here in Nigeria. If there were no opportunities, you will not see so many expatriates in here. You will not see a lot of foreigners. You get
Say
why.
that again, because
You get why.
I used to ask people, I don't know why the Lebanese are still here.
Why
Indians
are
are
they
still
here?
here. You people don't want to leave your country.
They don't want to leave. There are people
opportunities.
because we have it here. So I'm saying that we are the government, has its own, but we as a people, we are the problem, And then, so it really hurts because I'm trying to publish my book on so many platforms. And trust me, there are very limited platforms that are accepting me because I am Nigerian.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm serious, because I am Nigerian.
Despite your wealth of travel
they don't care about you because some of them don't even take the time. It looks like it's a scripted robot, The moment you key in anything that indicates you're Nigerian, they tell you they're sorry, they are not able to deal with you. So I'm saying it goes beyond. We think we're just, we think it's surface, but I'm telling you it's deeper.
Deeper than that.
It's a lot deeper than that. Doors are being shut against us, especially when you have genuine intentions. It makes you angry. It makes me tear up sometimes, like, why? And I have a Nigerian passport. I'm not going anywhere, It makes me tear up. So this book is my baby.
Yeah,
it is a dream I've always had to write a travel book that people want to read. And it's not just travel. There is
wisdom in them. Can I read one of them?
Yes,
my
please.
Favorite,
There's so much
favorite.
here
I remember
that
I did it.
The average person.
By the way, guys, she invited me to her book, to her book launch, and I had the honor. Like I said, she gave me the book to read. I had honor of doing the book reading
Review, brilliant.
Review and
brilliant.
Yeah, they
brilliant
like
session.
I mean, like, what did you expect? I
know.
But anyway, let me read my favorite part. All right, so that's in, I can't remember chapter, but page 168, and it said, if something good happens to you, travel to celebrate. If something bad happens to you, travel to forget. If nothing happens to you, travel so that something happens. Like, this thing hits me so hard. Like, can you see this book? I have all the tags there, but this one I wrote special, put it there. Yeah. What inspired you to write? I know you say you got this quote from someone. We don't know who the person is, but I know that you also share a story. You had a personal experience with family, and my condolences again.
Yes,
but can you share more about this, please?
Now, this particular paragraph, I'm sure it led to the part where I talked about grief. Now, there's something I learned. I lost a sister in March of 2021, March 12th, 2021. On the, when it was an avoidable death. Now, and I think those kind of deaths are more painful than
Yes.
any other one. When you could have
Done
avoided
this,
one.
yes.
If you had done things different, it would have been different. And so I recall at the time after I lost my sister, I had never lost anyone close to me. Normally, I had close people that maybe died in the past, and I just used to look at them and just and for some reason I like to say it, I had this arrogance, where I felt like I was exempted, like my family and we were exempted from all these things, just I don't know where it came from, maybe from the religious background. You just feel you're exempted
Immune.
because you are anyway. Life has taught me different. Like these things, just
Happen
happen
to
and they happen to anyone. You're not doing anything spectacular to make it not happen to you. Yes, your faith is good, build on it, but things will still happen even to good people. And so I learned about the word grief retreat.
Grief retreat.
At the time. I also had a friend who lost a mother maybe like a year ago. And then in that whole, I was the rallying point for my family in terms, because my sister lived with me when she moved to Lagos. She was an engineer, and then she got married. She left my place, and then, I was the closest person to family, here. She was my younger sister, way younger sister. And so when she died, my mom was with me. My mom was in the hospital when she died. I had to ignore my emotions and be strong for everyone else, because everyone, just everything. I was a rallying point. And so I went through that whole period. And then after the funeral, I came back to Lagos. And that's when my own grief started, because I was done being strong for everyone else. And I had to deal with what had happened. And so it was built up of, it was different levels of grief, anger. I had gone through the denial point, anger and all that. And then I wanted to get away. And then I learned just reading, just learn about the word grief retreat. Most times it's organized, but in my own case, it was just me and a group of friends. We decided, okay, let's go away. And most of that trip, even though they were the best companion I probably would have ever had, because it was a mix of really the people I needed at that point in my life. But it was most of that trip was us sitting down and talking about life. And for me, it was a place where I could vent. We went to Zanzibar.
Why Zanzibar?
I wanted somewhere I wanted somewhere serene, where I could relax, where I could slow down, nature, being in nature, and then reflect, sober retreat, sober reflection. And that's why it was Zanzibar. We always wanted, it was always on the list. And then the opportunity, I'm like, okay, Zanzibar it is. So we took a beach resort. Lovely. And it was peaceful. And so most of what we did was we were talking about life. I was talking a lot. Because I was talking and then I was crying. But I was in the midst of people who had, like I have another friend who lost a mom, had a similar experience. And then it was helpful. It was really helpful. I also had another friend who was a clown. And so she brought the...
So there's a balance.
Yeah, there was a balance, because we're not just, it wasn't a sad trip. There was so much laughter.
Yeah,
there was
but
food,
you needed to go and...
But I needed to go away. And
grief retreat.
And so I learned of the word grief retreat, and I realized what that did, for me. And trust me, after that, it felt like maybe there was a ticking time on, my life, and I decided to go, just move away, further. And I traveled the next year. I traveled to, I'm sure in a year I went to like almost 15 or 17 countries. It just felt like I was on a time. I didn't want to save my money anymore. I just wanted to use the money and do the things I wanted to do.
Life is
that
short.
was me dealing with grief. So
what you're doing.
this, this inspiration came from that experience, how, travel healed me. Well, healed a part of me, because it's a healing process. I don't tell. After 4 years, how many years now? I think it's about 4 years. It's still, I won't tell you I am healed, but it's a new normal for me. I've learned to carry my grief with me and think of it because you never really forget them. Once you love them, they're part of you. There'll be a day in your life where you're going to break down and cry like it just happened yesterday.
My dad has been gone for like 16, 17 years.
You still miss him.
And I still cry.
Yeah.
But
it gets better.
It gets better.
Carrying
the tear is not the tear of like,
yes,
why did you go? It's more like,
it's different.
I'm sad, but I'm happy I have these memories.
Yeah. So I'm carrying it better now. People say, when very religious people say, oh no, forget the past. I'm like, I'm in touch with reality. I'm not a clown to think that feelings are not there. But I tell you, I'm carrying it better. It still hurts.
Yeah.
There are reminders. There are daily reminders. But I'm saying travel
helped to heal you.
To heal me. And there are so many other things that I was able to channel into, because it made me more empathetic. Even traveling, when I see people and then I see what they're going through, because I can relate to that experience.
Yeah.
I bring it into play.
So why would you tell someone to get this book?
I'm saying it's the one book you need if you have a dream that you're finding it very difficult to pursue. This book would inspire you, because this girl saw impossible situations, and then she went,
She went for it.
It is a light read, but with very, very deep
meanings,
that would it will make you happy. It would also make you sad. It will make you laugh. It will make you cry. All your emotions will come to play. It will make you excited. And trust me, there's so many destinations you don't even, the unbeaten path.
The one I loved was what do you call that group of people in the eastern part of Europe? There's a group name, they call them again. That there are countries that normally people don't want to go.
The Balkans. Yeah.
I said, what? So there's a group of people calling that countries that you never even want to know
so
that are going to. So
it's not the regular places like you expect. There are places that you did not even know exist. And so you're going to learn. And they're beautiful. The people and everything. They want to see you,
I wish I could continue talking about the book, but let's try and wrap up. So what are 3 things that people don't know about you? I always like this question. I like the way
everybody always because they have to think of what they want to share.
Yes. 3 things people don't know about you.
Oh, well, I have 4 sisters. I'm going to play it simple. I'm going to do the kindergarten style.
What's your position?
I'm number 3.
Oh. All right, you have 4 sisters. No brother.
I have 2 brothers, and they're my younger brothers.
Okay. Cute.
I'm from... Well, maybe most people don't know, but when I started out, when I was in school, and then before I went to law school, just between when I was in school, I used to act.
Yeah.
Yes, I tried. Yeah, I did a few movies. It was just youthful exuberance. Yeah, I did. So you see, I got you there.
You got me. So you did not try to pursue Hollywood?
No, it wasn't my thing.
Did you still want to do it?
No.
You did not.
No, I found purpose.
You found purpose.
I found purpose in.
But that's nice.
Yeah, I did. I used to. So that's something. I got you there. So I did that when I was a student, and then I just got it out.
I can find and go watch.
No, I'm even ashamed. I'm even ashamed. Don't worry about it. Move on.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay. Number 3.
So number 3.
We can talk about the color part.
I prefer yellow to pink.
Yeah, but I still don't believe you.
I know. That's something people don't know about me. I prefer yellow.
I can see some small yellow shell, but
I prefer yellow to pink. So that's number 3.
Why did you not use pink for the book if you prefer yellow?
Because I think that was my graphic designer.
Like
just thinking like girls, and then thought that pink was a color. Yeah, so that was.
Those of you watching YouTube, I purposely put this pink because I thought she likes pink, but no problem. I can forgive you. All right. So my next question is 2 destinations.
Yeah.
You would tell people to go, that it's the must. One in Nigeria and one outside Nigeria.
Oh my God! In Nigeria, go to Akwa Ibom.
That's where she's from. That is why she's saying that.
No,
I'm from
Akwa Ibom.
And now I said that you are from Akwa Ibom now. That is why you are saying they should go now.
No.
Okay, what's the reason why they should
go?
What's the reason?
You see how I was talking about Zanzibar, where I wanted somewhere serene and peaceful. I'm saying Akwa Ibom is the Zanzibar of Nigeria.
I've not been to Akwa Ibom.
For the food, no
food. I know you people are Cross River. Your food is delicious. I stayed in Cross River and I know.
The food, it is clean. It is green. It is beautiful. I spent, let me give you context. December last year, I spent Christmas at home, and then I had a few friends, join me there for the first time. I had a friend I was talking, she was like, I don't even know, Glogen. That country. As in, she was saying something about Nigeria. As in, can you imagine? You will not even believe that. You are, as in, when I go back to that country, she thought she was abroad. She was in Uyo and she was addressing Nigeria as that country. Meaning she thought so you understand what I'm saying? So I'm saying, she just kept praising, my God, I've been driving. We've driven for 2 days. I haven't seen potholes.
Okay, I got you.
So I'm saying it's beautiful,
Peaceful.
Once you land, there's an
Good
airline that goes
food.
there, so you don't have to worry. It's in an hour you're going
I'm
to be
thinking of going on a retreat too.
It
Maybe
is
I should
clean.
consider going to.
And I'm doing a book signing in December. So if that's what you want to do, I can I'm happy to host you. I'm
right.
good company.
All right. Okay. No, I'm doing my master's now, so I want something to get relaxed. I'll come to Akwa-Ibom. I'm reaching out to your DM.
So,
Okay.
there's so many places.
Okay.
There's so many things to see. Well, when I mean, so let me not say there's so many things to see. So you don't come and then you're like, where are the things? But I'm saying if you're looking for somewhere serene, somewhere to relax, somewhere to get a good feel, I would recommend you stay at there's a golf resort. It is green, even though I know some part of it they're still renovating, but the ambience just makes up for every other thing. And then the food. Go to Akwa-Ibom.
Okay, ma'am.
Now abroad, I have a long list because there's so many places.
I know, but pick one.
There are so many places that have
remain in your book.
But I would think, because I would talk about somewhere very recent, which is Tallinn in Estonia.
Okay.
And I will tell you why I loved Tallinn. I traveled around the Baltic countries in the past 5 weeks. And it was an eye-opener for me because there are places that people seldom go to.
Yeah.
I took a ferry from Finland, from Helsinki it was a 2-hour ferry. And I'm telling you, it was a cruise ship. It was nice. And then I got to Tallinn. And I spent 4 days exploring the old town alone.
4 days.
4 days exploring the old town alone. And I'm telling you, why I loved it so much was that, it's modern day, but Tallinn takes you back to the medieval days.
When you the buildings, the food, the behavior.
The clothes. I went to a restaurant where the only form of light were candlelight. You don't eat mashed potatoes in there. They give you, it was the best food I had in the region. And then even the way the people dressing like it's
still in the medieval days.
And then the way they speak to you. I came in, I'm like, excuse me, do you have Wi-Fi here? They say, apologies, me, madam. Me don't know what this Wi-Fi is. As in the role play, and they take it seriously. So I loved it. It was me leaving,
living the modern days and going back to the older days.
And how they were even deliberate. I did the walking tour. They were deliberate about showcasing, telling you about the history and showing you as well. So that's a destination I tell you go. And when you go, don't just go to Tallinn, go to Latvia, there's Riga, and then Lithuania. I went to Vilnius, so I did like a road trip from, so I did the ferry and then the remaining part of it, I did a road trip. And within 3 to 4 hours, you're there. So that's a destination I'm saying everyone should go,
Should go. I will soon go for my own trip. So last question, what advice do you have to give to those of us in the tourism space? That's the younger ones who are coming in already there, then our mates, then the elder ones.
I'm saying that all of us can tell our story. We all have a story to tell. You can be unique in your own way. You don't have to be like the next person to make an impact. You can be unique. You can do you. So I'm saying let's tell our stories and let's tell it more. Let's be authentic in our storytelling because your experience is your experience. There are no two experiences that are the same. So
even when you guys go together.
Even when you go together. So I'm saying let's tell our stories in a way that is authentic. And then let's encourage, the younger ones, to do same. Let's not let's tell it. I think authenticity is the best advice, that
right. So how can people find you? How can they buy your book?
To buy my book, we're in bookstores across Nigeria, abroad, globally. Okay, Nigeria first, because we're here. You can find us. We're in Latana bookstore. You can find us at Roving Heights. We're in Roving Heights. You can find us in Uyo Akwa-Ibom. There's Bulldoze, bookstore. There's, I hope I didn't leave anyone out. There's also a store in Ebonyberry in Lekki. You can find it. You can also get it from my website. The e-copy is also available. We're on Apple Books, but I realized that Apple Books is not available in Nigeria. So unless you have a foreign registered app, and then we're on Lulu Store. You can get the. You can get the soft copy. You can also get the hardback if you're
Can
abroad.
you share your website so we can?
So my website is wakaholic.com. You can connect with me on Instagram, Facebook. I am Otobong Tom on Facebook. On Instagram, I am D_Wakaholic. On YouTube, if you have questions regarding, because trust me, I've traveled around the world. I've applied to more embassies than I can count. I have the answer to your question. Go to my YouTube channel, you would find it there.
Yeah.
And then just use the keyword to search for the videos that you want to see. If it's not there, ask me about it. I'm happy to post. I'm daily looking for content. So if you ask me a question that I have omitted, I can make a video to answer that question.
Yeah.
Go to my YouTube channel. It is the Wakaholic, but you can find me as Otobong Tom there.
Tom.
And then you'll find answers to your visa needs.
Guys, buy the book. It's for women and men too.
Yes, sir.
So don't think men, not because of the color, say women. They say it's only girls. Guys too.
It's just written by a girl.
It's all written by a girl.
That likes pink.
That likes pink and yellow. Also, thank you, girl. Give me a high five. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next edition. Bye.